Good morning, class. Yesterday we have started with exercise 2.2 and question number 1, relationship between the zeros and the coefficient of the polynomial we have discussed. Now we will discuss question number 2, that is find the quadratic polynomial each with the given numbers as the sum and product of its zeros respectively. Okay. So, we need to find a quadratic polynomial in which sum and product of the zeros are given to you, right? So, there is one format of writing such type of polynomials, right? How to write? Solution is the required polynomial with S as its sum of zeros and P as its product of zeros is given by Px is equals to k into x square minus sx plus p. So what it is basically, whenever you are given sum and product, let s as sum, this as s and this as p, right? So how to write the equation or the polynomial? K into x minus 1 upon 4 x plus p is your product of zeros is minus 1. So here it will be k times x square. Let me take the LCM here. 4. So it will be 4x square minus x minus 4. Right? Now you can substitute k as 4 because k is any constant here. So we will take k as 4. So it will become 4 into 4x square minus x minus 4 upon 4. So lastly we are getting polynomial px is equals to 4x square minus x minus 4, which is our required polynomial with 1 by 4 as sum and minus 1 as product of its zeros. Okay. Same way you can do it second part. Here s is 1 root 2 and p is 1 upon 3. Just you replace the values this and this side. Okay. In third part we are having sum as 0. Okay. This is possible because if the zeros are 2 and minus 2, sum will be 0 only. So this case is possible, right? Don't feel how the sum will be 0. Okay. If one positive or one negative, 0 you will take, the sum will give you 0. So in third part, how to do this? Polynomial px will be equals to same formula k into x square minus sx plus p. Here put the values x square minus 0 into x plus p is root 5. And it will become x square plus root 5. Okay. Here we have substituted last question k as 4. Right. Because we were having a denominator here and we wish to cancel that out. Okay. But here we don't want k. So you can simply write k as 1 or you can leave here only. Right. If we are writing k as 1, so finally the polynomial px will be equals to x square plus root 15. Right. So this was your question number 2 of your exercise 2.2. Now we will discuss the division of polynomial for our next exercise, and which is very important. Already division was discussed in the 9th class also, in second chapter only, how to divide two polynomials. Let me recall you. Before that, you pause the video and note this down. Question 1 of exercise 2.3, the statement is, divide the polynomial px is equals to x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 3 by gx is equals to x square minus 2. So, in the division sign, what we will write? X square minus 2, and inside we will write x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 3. Outside there is quadratic, in between the division sign we have cubic, right? So, before I start with this division process, let me recall you the division of any two integers, right? 2, 5 and 7 by 3. Okay. When we need to divide this number by this number, what is the process? First you have to check first number, 2. This 2 is smaller than this 3, then you have to consider first two numbers, right? Then we start checking 3's table, all the multiples of 3. 3 table, 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, and so on. 3 8s are 24, right? What was the condition? Either you get 25 on 3's table. If you are not getting exactly 25, then you will be writing a smaller number than 25. Okay? Either write same 25 here or write the smaller number but not the greater one, right? So here we are writing 24. Then there was subtraction. Here comes 1 and then carry down this 7. It becomes 17, right? Now it will go on which table? Yes, 3 5s are 15 plus 2. This is known as remainder. This is known as quotient. This was our dividend and this is divisor. Right? So same process we are going to follow, but what is the change? Here we were doing with the integer, but this time we have polynomials as dividend and the divisor. Okay. Same way you need to check with which number x square minus 2 is to be multiplied so that we get x cube. X cube we want to find. Okay. So here is no other option that we write smaller than x cube or something else. No, you need exactly x cubes. So by which this is to be multiplied. So I am multiplying it by x square minus 2 by x. Okay, already done in 9th standard. Just try to recall the steps. We are multiplying it by x so that it becomes x cube, and this will become 2x. Okay. So quotient, whatever we are multiplying, we will write up. It will become x cube minus 2x. 2x. So like term, we need to take care of. Minus 2x will be here below the 5x. Okay. This will change the sign. This term is cancelled out. Here we are getting 7x. Bring this down, minus 3x square. This will be plus 7 and here we have minus 3. Now, again check. We want minus 3x square. With which number this should be multiplied so as to get minus 3x square? X square minus 2. Which number is to be multiplied? Minus 3, because we want minus 3x square, na? So we are multiplying it by minus 3. This will become minus 3x square and here it will be plus 6. Alright. So what we have multiplied? Minus 3. We are getting minus 3x square plus 6. So 6 will come down. 6 is a constant term. So I am writing it below 3. Now change the sign. Subtraction means changing the sign. Okay. This plus and minus both number will cancel out. Here we are getting 7x and this will become minus 9. this will be our remainder and this will be our quotient. Okay, this is quotient and this is remainder. Okay, so this was your division process. In the first question, we are given with two polynomials px and gx. You need to divide those to find the quotient and remainder. So pause the video and let me write the next question. Question number 2, we have to check whether x cube minus 3x square plus 1 is a factor of this polynomial. Polynomial is x5 minus 4x cube plus x square plus 3x plus 1. Right? So, this polynomial will be a factor of this polynomial only if this polynomial divide by this polynomial will give you 0 as remainder. Only in case the remainder will be 0 after the division, then we will say yes, otherwise no. Okay, so let's divide x5 minus 4x cube plus x square plus 3x plus 1 by x cube minus 3x plus 1. Right? See, this is the divisor and this is the dividend. Okay, so which number this should be multiplied so that it becomes x5, by which we multiply x cube minus 3x plus 1 so that it becomes x power 5. Here power is 3, we need power 5. So we will multiply it by x square. It will become x5 minus 3x cube plus x square. Right? So this term we will be writing below this. X square we have multiplied, so it becomes x5 minus 3x cube plus x square. Right? Now, just subtraction, and for that you need to change the sign. This minus 4 and here we have 3, so it will become minus x cube. This is again cancelled and we are getting plus 3x plus 1. Right? Now, we will multiply it by which number so that it becomes minus x cube. Already it is x cube. Right? So, by which number we should multiply? We will multiply it by minus 1. X cube minus 3x plus 1, we are multiplying by minus 1 and it will give you x cube plus 3x minus 1. Right? So, write it below this side, minus x cube plus 3x minus 1. Right? Now, this we have multiplied by minus 1. Change the signs, and here these two numbers are cancelled, these two numbers are again cancelled, opposite sign, 3x minus x cube plus x cube. So, these numbers are cancelled and 2 is the remainder. Right? This is our quotient. So, we are getting 2 as a remainder, so we will write no x cube minus 3x plus 1 is not a factor of x5 minus 4x cube plus x square plus 3x plus 1. So, if in any question it comes to be 0, then you will be writing yes, this is the factor of this, right? Because it divides the dividend completely. Divisor divides the dividend completely, showing this remainder 0. In that case only the answer is yes. So, note it down and then we will see the next question. Now question number 3, exercise 2.3, one of the most important question of this chapter, right? Note my words, one of the most important question of this chapter which carries 4 marks in the final exams event, right? So you need to be more careful about given, obtain all the zeros. Obtain all the zeros of this polynomial if you know that two of its zeros are this root 2 and minus root 2. One polynomial is given to you. Check what type of polynomial it is. What was the name of this polynomial? This is a biquadratic, power 4. Okay, when the power of the variable is 4, then we write it as biquadratic. Okay, so biquadratic, it should have at the most 4 zeros, right? 2 zeros are already given. Remaining zeros you need to find out. Okay, 4 zeros will be there. 4 values of x will be there, right? So here we need to find other 2 zeros. Here I am recalling factor theorem first of all. Factor theorem. What does it say? If a is the zero of the polynomial px, right, then x minus a is the factor of px. Remember, in 9th standard we have done, if a is the zero of the polynomial, then x minus a is the factor of the polynomial. Same we will use here. Root 2 and minus root 2 are the zeros of polynomial px. Let it be px is equals to 2x power 4 minus 3x power cube minus 3x square plus 6x minus 2. Alright. Now what we need to find out? We need to find out other 2 zeros. Let me write factors from here. X minus root 2 and x minus of minus root 2. Minus of minus root 2. Okay. Is the factor, are the factors. Factors of px. Alright. X minus root 2 and this becomes x plus root 2. A minus b, a plus b will give you a square minus b square. X square minus 2 is the factor of px, right? If this is a factor of px, polynomial is a factor of px, then we can divide this by px and the remainder will be 0, right? So we are writing, or we are dividing the polynomials 2x4 minus 3x cube minus 3x square plus 6x minus 2. Here I show you division. X square minus 2. First it will go for 2x square. 2x square is to be multiplied by this and you will be getting 2x4 minus 4x square. Minus 4x square you will write under 3x square. Okay. So do the subtractions or changing of signs. Minus 3x cube and here it becomes plus x square. This 6x down and minus 2 down. Right? Now which number is to be multiplied by x square? So that we get minus 3x cube. So here we multiply 3x. It will become minus 3x cube plus 6x plus 6x. Okay. Change the signs, positive and negative. These are cancelled and we are getting x square minus 2. Okay. Now they are same. Now we will divide it by 1. Okay, same now, x square minus 2. So just we need to multiply by 1 to get same number. Okay, the remainder becomes 0 as both the numbers are cancelled. Okay. Quotient we are getting 2x square minus 3x plus 1. Okay. Now, this dividend is equals to divisor multiply quotient plus remainder. You can use that. Px polynomial is equals to x square 2x square minus 3x plus 1. Okay. Divisor dividend polynomial is equals to divisor multiply quotient. Now we will factorize this using splitting the middle term. 2x square minus 2x minus x plus 1. X square minus 2. 2x square minus, here we will take common. 2x is common, x minus 1. X minus 1. So it becomes x square minus 2. This will be 2x minus 1 and x minus 1. So from this quotient polynomial we are getting these two factors. Okay. And you have to write, let me write up, 2x minus 1 equals to 0 and x minus 1 equals to 0 to get the remaining zeros of the polynomial. Clear? Okay. This will give you the same zeros. Okay. Root 2 and minus root 2. The new quotient after factorization will give you new zeros. Okay. The remaining ones, the required zeros. So, our required zeros are 1 upon 2 and 1. With this question, we are almost done with the exercise 2.3. Only I think last question is left that you can try yourself.